Hey guys, what's up? It's Christine Seal, the high level queen, and I am super excited because today I have a very special guest, and he is going to be teasing you all with the Q4 roadmap, level updates, and so much more. So, welcome, Shaun, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Shaun, for being here. I am so excited because we just had an amazing event.
Oh my gosh, you're absolutely right. It was incredible. Way better than I could ever have imagined it to go.
It was so fun and incredible, and there was dancing robots, and everybody has FOMO. So I wanted to have you on so that you can share all the roadmap updates, the new features, and all that stuff. And if that's cool. And I
Yeah.
also wanted to ask if you can maybe talk 1.5x instead of 2x. Everybody's like,
Absolutely. Happy to do that. Happy to do that. So I maybe to help kind of assist me here, I will share my screen and I will
yeah,
show, I'll bring up the slide, well, not the slides, but the blog article. That way, if I show anything to anyone, you can say, let's see here. Ready, go. Okay. You can actually look at the same thing I'm looking at. So can you see my screen okay?
I see it.
Awesome. Okay, great. So this is the blog. And I figured what I do is just kind of run you through kind of maybe the highlights, because I tend not to be able to speak very slowly and there's a lot to cover, but maybe we'll sort of talk through some of the highlights and then maybe some of the themes behind it, right?
Perfect.
So first things first, I would just look at on the CRM side, the biggest thing is this company object here. That's really important because if you're working with B2B customers, you want to be able to take contacts and associate them with companies, because multiple people working for one organization have notes and tasks and be able to look at all the different, conversation history and things in one spot. That's what the company object's all about. Thematically across the CRM, like you're going to see a ton of continual upgrades here because we're going at first class CRM sort of stuff. So, we had a good CRM before. We're going to have a great CRM now. Think HubSpot, think Salesforce, think like really beefy, nice CRM features, that pretty much allows you to sort of make an entrance into some of these other arenas you couldn't do that before, especially like on the B2B side. So that's kind of the gist there. The new conversation stuff is really cool. It's just filters and bulk actions. It's nice. A lot of the stuff you've seen, TikTok integration. So TikTok is huge. If you haven't figured this out already, you'll find out soon enough. But this is a really, I would say, up and coming. It feels a lot like Facebook ads when Facebook ads first got going. So we've got a great TikTok integration now. So if you're running lead ads on, or essentially what are lead ads on TikTok, you can bring them into the platform just like you can for Facebook. So that's live. I think that's a really great avenue for anybody who is kind of going down that road. So I think that's something to know about as well. Yep.
Question on the
Yeah.
TikTok. That's for if you're running paid ads.
Absolutely. So just like Facebook lead ads, TikTok has the same thing.
Okay, very, very cool. Awesome. If you guys are liking this, give Shaun some likes and hearts.
Woo!
Oh,
Notification manager. These are some notification permissions. Those are nice and all. The tasks and super useful. Lots of people want them, but not a super sexy, exciting feature. Task list, same kind of thing. Just making tasks a little bit more front and center. And you can kind of see this is like our quarterly updates here for Q4. So this is like where we're going. So after all this stuff we actually launched, this is what's still coming this quarter. So you can kind of take a look here. The big ones I'm excited about are the two-way email sync. So being able to sync with Gmail and Outlook. So this is, hey, I send an email in Gmail, it pops in automatically to HighLevel. If I get a reply back in my Gmail, it automatically pops into HighLevel. So then if I go to HighLevel and let's say I've sent out email newsletters and SMS campaigns and all this other stuff, and I've emailed back and forth with that person inside my email account, or my salesperson has, or my team members have, I can see all of that in one spot. And again, this is a big sort of HubSpot-y B2B kind of CRM upgrade. And that's exactly the kind of thing we're going for there. So I'd say that's kind of the one thing I'm the most excited about. There's some other cool stuff in here, like being able to schedule your messages. So like write an email or an SMS and have it sent tomorrow at 8 a.m. So that'll be out, which I think is super cool. Ability to add multiple phone numbers. Like you can kind of read this list. None of these things are anything other than great. Like the Apple Business Chat, I think is going to be really cool. But just in general, the highlights there are the ones I would throw out. Moving on to calendar here. So the big thing for calendar, let's go over this. This is Q4 and Q1. So it's recurring appointments. So that's, hey, well, everyone knows what a recurring appointment is. The ability to add guests. So, hey, we're going to have this appointment, but I also need to add the following people as guests to it. And then also collective scheduling. So yeah, I want to meet with this person, but in order to do that, I also need to bring this other team member along. So we need to coordinate all three of their schedules sort of simultaneously on, and really this will translate out to a booking widget where you'll say, essentially, let's say I'm booking a sales call, but in the back end, I'm really booking two people. And so it's going to be an amalgamation of their availability, but I'm not going to see that as a customer. I'm just going to think I'm picking a slot, but it's going to take that all into account, obviously, and push the invitation out to both of us, all that kind of stuff. So that's pretty cool.
Wow. So
yeah.
They're not going to need Outlook or anything anymore. They can just use HighLevel.
Well, I mean, they could if they wanted to, for sure. But again, just trying to really work through these kind of tangent, like sort of these tertiary sort of edge case scheduling concepts, just so that any kind of organization, and we'll see a lot more of this as we go into next year with, being able to do like more class-based kind of stuff, really giving a lot more utility down to the SMB. So people who run, I don't know what, a fitness studio or something, like being able to really give them the capacity to book all of their classes in there and that kind of thing. The calendar, you'll see a ton of sort of revamp on that. One of the huge things we launched this quarter, though, that I want to point out is Reserve with Google. So this is the ability for you to actually book appointments on Google. So if any of you have ever gone to Google and searched like plumber near me and seen that there's a booking link now that is in the local service ads, that is powered by people who have done this integration. And now we have that. So if you're in the home services space, the real estate space, or the legal space, this is now available to you inside HighLevel, and you can set it up today. So it's a great way to drive literally booked appointments for your clients. Pretty huge. Let's see, consolidating calendar settings, making that easier. Recurring appointments is just kind of the UI on that. That's all good. A bunch of stuff that's useful on the workflows and all that, permissions and everything, and simplifying the if-else conditions. The goal step, I would say, is probably the coolest in the sense that it's, again, one of those sort of major automation features that we were missing. So that's in there. You'll see it expand out to way more different, more additional sort of goal scenarios, but it's now live. This one is like got the worst slide in here, but it is the coolest feature. So a couple things. One, we now do video hosting in the funnels, which is pretty phenomenal. So that's right there is amazing. Second, we've got the ability to now go in and actually trigger off video views. So if I go in, I watch 50% of the video, then you can automatically trigger off of that and shoot me out an email or have a salesperson call me or send me a piece of content. And on that funnel, you can say, hey, listen, let's say Shaun comes along, but we don't know it's him. He hasn't registered yet. He hasn't hit our opt-in page. You can gate that page. So if I hit it and you don't know who I am, you can kick me out and send me to the opt-in page. So you're literally gating that content only to people that have already opted in. So that's a pretty cool feature, kind of all rolled into one.
That's so cool. And that's what Frank Kern does, right? That's his little webinar roadmap.
I think, yeah, exactly. Precisely. Now that's actually available natively in the app. And a lot of people do this, right? I mean, you want to deliver content to people and you want to know if they're watching it. That's the other big thing. Like, did this person watch this video? Yes or no? And if they did, let's get them. And if they didn't, let's not, right? Let's point our salespeople at the right people so we know what's up. And you can segment your list and, and again, like, did I not watch the video? If I didn't, great. Can you remind me again? That kind of thing. I think that's pretty cool. A bunch of great triggers going in for memberships. Again, goal actions. These Google Sheets and Slack integration, basically what we're trying to do there is slowly go at the use case of replacing Zapier. So now Zapier holistically has hundreds, if not thousands of different apps they integrate with. That's not the goal. But what we found is that most of our customers, they integrate with probably like 10 apps max. And most of the apps are the same. So if you use Slack integrations or Google Sheets integrations, we're going to start supporting that natively in the platform. So you don't need to go to Zapier to actually do those integrations. So you'll see that kind of come out this quarter for the first 2 integrations, which is the Google Sheets and Slack.
That's going to be so dope. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Cool.
We put out a ton of just SMB SaaS adoption stats and the revenue associated. The punchline here is people who do SaaS make more money. So definitely do that. Did a ton of cool sort of SaaS upgrade kind of stuff, coupons and that kind of thing. You can go check all of that out. Just showing you kind of what's coming. Nothing stratospheric except being able to add unlimited SaaS plans, which is pretty amazing. So you can add as many plans as you want. And we'll also now start to support multiple brands. So this is the ability, like I want to have Plumber Soft and Legal Soft and whatever soft. You can now have all of those brands nicely within one HighLevel account. So you don't need to keep jumping in and out of and signing up for multiple HighLevel accounts. It'll all be in one spot. So that's kind of a cool feature that's coming up here.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Can you go back a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Some coupons.
Oh, yeah. Well, so we have coupons in two places. So one is coupons for selling SaaS. So if you're on the phone with somebody and they said, yeah, I don't know, I'm not sure, like, hey, you know what? What if I just knock off 50% for the first month? Like you can now do that really easily when you're selling SaaS. So it's not only, we also added to the funnels. So I'll get to that in a minute, but it's also here in SaaS specifically so that as you're selling it, you have that capacity because that's a great tool to have when you're trying to close a sale.
Okay, did y'all hear coupons? Give Shaun some likes and hearts. Everybody has been asking me.
Yeah, I'm going to find it here. Well, I don't know where the heck it is, but I'll find it. Oh yeah, how to create coupons for products right there. Anyways, and then the other big thing, we launched both the lead connector phone system and email system. And the idea here is really, really simple. So that there's two major components. So one is just hassle factor, right? So this is, hey, I have my own Twilio account. I have my own Mailgun account. Now you don't need those. We take it over for you and we manage all of it, right? And there's a ton of compliance stuff going on behind the scenes with phones and it's changing all the time. So we're sort of handling all of those compliance changes. So that's kind of one of the big things. And also you just don't need to manage it anymore. Why do you need a Twilio account? Why do you have to deal with all that? And there's a lot of protections layered in there too. So like if you have somebody come in, sign up for your SaaS today and try to throw a 30,000 person list and start spamming them, we won't let that happen. So we have like a tiering system where they get like, I forgot what it is, like call it 100 the first day, 200 on day 3, like per day kind of sending limits. You can override them manually, but they're in place automatically. So you don't end up basically getting hit with this big bill. And honestly getting hit with a big reputation hit when you're, let's say some scammer tries to come in and use your SaaS account. So those protections are all kind of built in both on the email side and the phone side. So that's pretty exciting.
Okay, very cool. Awesome. I love that. I've been hearing stories from people who had someone sign up and it was like a scammer and then they sent a bunch of texts and ended up with the bill.
Yep, exactly. So now we protect you against that. Oh, and on the Lead Connector phone system side, it's 10% cheaper than Twilio. So you actually save money as well.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. Lead Connector email, sort of same thing. Instead of paying like Mailgun, whatever, I forgot what it was, like $30 for 50,000 messages or something. We charge you per 1,000 messages, which basically just means you'll save a lot of money there as well. I think it's, what is it, 60 cents per 1,000 messages, something like that. It's uber cheap.
Awesome.
Custom sending domains are not live yet, but they'll be out. I think they're in QA right now. This is just the ability to add custom domains. You can do this with Mailgun, so that's not a new feature, but we're bringing it into the app for our hosted email. So that's cool. Excuse me. And a bunch of other stuff related to that. Some cool stats that we put out. Again, the sending limits I talked about. Dedicated IP addresses are coming also this quarter. There's a bunch of other cool stuff they're working on. So that's cool.
Wait, dedicated IP for email.
Yeah. Yes.
And you guys warm it up.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. It's all included as part of the process. So yeah, we want to be a first-class email service provider, and these are kind of the trimmings to do it. So again, we don't have those live yet, but we'll have those live by the end of the quarter. So that's 2 months out at the most. Wow. So we're getting pretty close.
So how do you guys warm it up?
Oh, well, Mailgun does it for us.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, the thing is that, I don't know. I don't think it's a well-kept secret, but the reality is Mailgun, SparkPost, and SendGrid send about 99% of the internet's email. And they have all of these services built in. It becomes like anything, right? It's sort of complexity that by itself is probably not a big deal, but once you factor it into the rest of the stuff you're doing in life, you just don't want to deal with it, right? So we just sort of took over all of this, put a simpler interface on it, made a couple of clicks. Cause like Mailgun, you try to buy a dedicated IP, they'll like shake you down. Like, why do you need one? What are you going to do with it? And they'll generally accept any reasonable response. But again, friction, friction, friction. You just end up not doing anything, right?
Yeah.
So anyhow,
and it's $30 a month.
I think so. That's what it says right here. I have no clue. Haven't seen it yet. It's we have other stuff coming out in front of it. So memberships. Now this one is really cool. So not only are we crushing it with membership utilization, and we came up with all this cool stuff like upsells and themes and comments and all this. But the cool thing I want to highlight here is we now have custom white label mobile apps for that are down to the sub account level for membership. So this means that if I'm a course creator, I'm on your HighLevel account, I can now have a progressive web app that I can send out to all of my folks on their mobile devices. They can add it as an icon to the screen and use it to actually take the courses. So it's a learner app. So think about it like this, Kajabi or any of the other course platforms have apps. Now you do too, except the difference is your apps are actually brandable for your coaches, for your creators, versus having to be a generic app under somebody else's brand name. So that I think is a huge value add for any of you in the course and sort of membership space.
So is that extra or is that just part of?
Free, all part of it.
Oh my God.
Quizzes are now live as well, which I haven't, so I'm going to go back and do individual videos on this. I put out a couple already. I've got a lot to go. But quizzes are now live, so you can actually do assessments on your memberships, which is pretty huge. And then we also have a new theme out for people who didn't like the look of the other themes. They got another one to choose from. And then you can see kind of here, we've got certifications and some other stuff coming up this quarter to make memberships even better.
Now, some of this stuff is already live and some of it's coming out this quarter.
Everything up to this point right here is out.
Okay.
Everything below this line is still coming.
Very cool.
So the quizzes, the mobile apps, all that stuff, those are out now. So snapshot report, social planners in snapshot. So that means that all of the social media posts that you do can now be put into a snapshot. That's kind of the big thing I think that I would highlight out of this. I'll do a video on it, but this is, hey, I've got a bunch of plumber posts in I have a plumber snapshot and I've got websites, I've got funnels, I've got all this stuff, but now I can also add in social media posting. So this really helps make that pretty.
Oh my God, guys.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Give Shaun some likes and heart. Did you guys hear that? Okay. If you guys are not into the social media posting game, why? Because you could I don't know, offer that to your clients and it's already built into the.
I know. It's nothing but a good thing.
It's a big deal.
And again, this is kind of how we want to be. Our goal is to have every feature under the sun, not so that you try to use every feature under the sun. I really want to be careful about that and very specific. Don't. But just find your groove, right? Find the thing that you do, and work with someone like Christine who can teach you how to productize your feature set and your services and really scale your business out. And again, it's just sort of these simple things, right? I often find it's, hey, are you consistently posting on social media every week? Well, no. Well, shouldn't you be? Oh, well, yeah. Well, what if that could be fully automated, right? Oh, that'd be great. Well, how about $300 a month? Bingo, there's a whole business right there.
You could start your own competitor to Hootsuite or whatever and run it white label on HighLevel SaaS. And if you want to try it, I even put a link on the video here. You could get a free 30-day trial plus all my bonuses. So if you want to,
and what's funny is, I would so one thing that I would say is, as practitioners, we know the tools, right? We know the Hootsuites and the different people in the industry. But when you talk to your customers, don't ever bring up any of that stuff. Yeah. Leave the features out. Don't talk about features. Talk about outcomes, right? Just say, hey, because you know what? I think a lot of people buy Hootsuite not because they want to buy Hootsuite and want to do social media posting themselves. They just want social media posting to happen. And at the end of the day, if you could pay a fee for that and get an outcome, I will tell you 99% of people would be way more interested in that than buying any tool, HighLevel, Hootsuite, anything else. They don't want to learn how to use the tool. They just feel forced to. But if you can come up with a really easy, scalable way for them to do it, that's a price that they can say yes to. And that price point, I think, is oftentimes like a utility bill, like a $300, $500 a month kind of bill. You can scale that all day long and no one cares what the tool is. They just care that it gets done. So again, sell that end result to your clients. Don't sell the silly tool, because then you're going to get into a big argument about, does it have this feature and does it have that feature? It's like, who cares? Social media posting, automatic. Let's do this thing. Much easier sell.
They just want it to work.
Exactly.
Right? They just
Don't we all? Right?
Yeah.
Don't we all? Anyhow, let's see. Mobile apps. Invoicing went live. Dark mode went live. Inbound calling is now live. So we have inbound calling on the mobile app today, and this is so that, like, I call back the Twilio number, it actually will ring on the phone. You can answer it on the phone. It's a fully digital conversation. It's voice over IP, all that good stuff. It's coming to the desktop app hopefully this quarter as well. So that's already live. Conversations 2.0 is live. Calendar blocking is live. All that's done. And then you can sort of see recurring invoices, task manager, social sign-in, those sorts of things are happening in the mobile app later this quarter. White label mobile app, the big thing here is just to see that obviously not only is that we're allowing a lot more customization. So if you buy the white label mobile app, you're going to be able to customize colors and fonts and order of things and splash screens and all this. It'll all be within your control, kind of inside the HighLevel app. You can see right here kind of how this is going to lay up. And then you'll be able to track the status of your white label mobile app all the way through production, that kind of thing. And this just allows you to make it more your own and customize it as you kind of go through. So just a heads up for people who are interested in that.
I think I signed up for that.
Awesome. Good. Let me know how it goes when you hear about it.
When I hear about it, I will definitely let everybody know how it goes. I'm excited about that. That's awesome.
So WordPress went live. It went general availability. I'm really excited about this only because reality is people still use it. And if you ever talk to somebody and you want to make a sale, if they've already got a website, they don't want to rebuild the website. They want to keep that website. And if it is in WordPress, one of the easiest sales you can make is say, you know what, I can actually get you to rank higher on Google because I can take your current existing WordPress website without having to redesign it and simply rehost it in my hosting. And my hosting, because it's faster, it uses Google's level 1 CDN, will actually be faster. Google likes faster websites and ranks them higher. And so just simply by moving over to my hosting, you're now going to rank higher. And that's a very easy thing to do. We make it super simple to make that migration happen. So there's a lot of Google sales to be done there, and websites are very sticky. So I'm pretty excited about this feature being around.
Okay, question on that. Oh, you're going to get to, it looks like you have plugin management. Everyone's been asking me about the plugins and stuff.
Yes. So people are terrible. The worst part about people who run WordPress apparently is they don't know how to run it, and they will consistently break it. And so what we've done to try to mitigate that is we put inherent plugin management into the app itself, so you can install plugins directly from HighLevel. Same thing with themes, same thing with users. We also now have antivirus because people love to download odd plugins that are listed on many websites as being hazardous to your website, and yet people will still install them for some reason. So we have antivirus now. And then when all else fails and you blow the thing up and you're like, crap, what do I do? We've got backup and restore. So you can easily restore to the last backup. Backups are automated. So we sort of take snapshots every, I forget what it is, 24 hours or something. So you can always restore back to where you were prior to blowing it up. So lots and lots and lots of protection here, trying to make simple management simpler, all of that. This will advance quite a bit in the coming months, but I think it's a pretty good offering as it stands today.
So you guys are vetting the plugins before anyone can install them, making sure they're safe.
That's the idea. Now they'll no doubt, I don't know, I wouldn't go as far as to say we vetted them out yet. I think what we're doing right now is just letting them still install whatever, but it just gets installed through the interface, right? Okay. And it comes from the WordPress sort of market and all of that. And then in time, we'll start to sort of blacklist some of them. Just so that we can keep, and some of them aren't nefarious by definition. Some of them are just kind of garbage or don't really do what they say they're going to do, or do it in a really weird, wonky way, and just kind of cause trouble. And so we'll sort of block them for all those reasons. But in general, all the major plugins, of course, will always be supported. So go ahead.
One more question on that. Well, maybe one, maybe more than one.
How
are you guys handling the database management for that back end?
I don't know. We host it.
But can they, like, is it like PHP my admin, or can
No,
they?
no. Okay, this is not this is not like a do-it-yourself hobbyist kind of effort. Like, we want you to stay the heck away from all that stuff.
Okay.
Our goal is, this is like a hosted WordPress solution. So this is like a WP Engine or a Flywheel or a Kinsta or something. We don't, this is for the person who is not going to spend, again, we want you to make the most amount of money. And what we know is, if you're spending all of your time like creating tables and running SQL queries and all this other stuff, you're really not being efficient with your time if all you're trying to do with that is set up a WordPress website. So if we can make this sort of a one-click sort of maneuver, and you can add users in the interface and simplify all of that, you're doing what you need, which is you're getting to a place where your client is get up and running on their website very quickly, and it's scalable, it's fast, all of that. That's what we're trying to provide. Yeah. So I think the closest we're going to go to the metal here, as it were, is we will provide FTP access for people who are going to do bulk uploading of files. And so that's going to be coming here, I think, this quarter.
So you guys handle like all the PHP upgrades, for example?
Yep.
All the backend.
Yep. All of that. Yep. Exactly. Okay. Precisely because you shouldn't even know what PHP is. If you're truly in the agency space and you're in the website space and in the WordPress, you shouldn't have to know anyways. I mean, obviously you can know whatever you want to know and learn as much as you want to learn. But at some point, if you're putting up WordPress websites, the less PHP you're touching, the better off you're going to be. But that's our goal. We want to make it simple and scalable and very fast, and make it easy for you to. Oh, and the other thing is all the sales tools, right? It's in the selling section. You can mark it up. You can include it on your invoices. Like, we can put it in your SaaS offering. Like, there's all these options for you to really, again, put it as part of your billing, make it as part of your agency revenue stream.
Well, I had to ask for my super nerds.
No, I'm glad you did. I think that's a really good question. That's awesome.
My background is web dev too, so that's actually.
You have it. See.
Yeah.
Reputation management, EX, whatever. Nothing too exciting. Oh, except the scan tool. So this is kind of neat. So I want to be careful. This is not just a EX thing. So we're going to start off, and we'll call it the scan tool. And the idea here is we're going to be moving you towards having a sales tool within the app. So today, you can kind of see here in the screenshot, it's a little grainy, sorry, but you're basically going to put in the customer's information, and we're going to come down here. We're going to produce an outcome that you can use to start making sales by saying, hey, look, your website's slow, or it's this, or it's that. And we're going to expand out this sales tool in very short order, so that you can basically sell up against it with pretty much anything, right? So if you want to sell services, you'll sell services. If you want to sell SaaS, you'll sell SaaS. Hopefully you're selling both. And we're going to give you the stats to do it. Social stats and posting stats and speed website stats and all of that. You'll see this sort of tool expand in short order, but basically it's a tool for you as an agency to use, where you can run a report, shoot it out to the client, and then follow up and use it as a kind of a conversation starter.
Cool. Love it.
WhatsApp, pretty self-explanatory, but pretty exciting. We're going to be one of the first apps through this process. So basically, we were all set to launch this through Twilio, and then we saw them release the direct integration from Meta to WhatsApp, and we jumped on it. And then what we found out, lucky for us, we found out through a developer liaison at Meta, that you have to get special approval. And because we're now sufficiently large, we will get that approval in short order. So basically, we had to scrap quite a bit of code, sadly, but we're almost now complete again on it. So we have this direct integration. We'll be able to offer it as a channel like we do Instagram DMs or Facebook Messenger, that kind of thing. And then we should actually get permission to go live with it. And this should all happen by the end of this quarter.
Wow. Wow. Okay. I got lots of love this amazing. Yes. Everyone's super excited.
Let's see. We have blogging. Everybody knows that. Category pages are up next. We have social media posting. TikTok is up next. One of the things we launched though here is the CSV import, which I think I put a video out on. So you can now literally take a CSV file and use it to do not only mass posting, but also mass scheduling of posts as well. So it's very easy for you to sort of have these social posts sort of pre-canned. I'm sort of thinking through it myself, and I think I kind of like the snapshot version, but I think it depends on who you are and how you work with your clients and all that. So we're sort of giving you both ways to attack this. So that's already live now. And then you can see down here that TikTok is actually planned next. It's actually in progress right now. And you can see Instagram stories will go next and all that. So you're going to see here that we've got quite a bit coming, but it's all just, kind of more going deeper on the social media posting side, just to make us even more feature complete with pretty much anybody you can find out there. So that's kind of the roadmap for social media posting.
Wow. Okay. Awesome.
Let's see. Email marketing. That's cool. All kinds of stuff. I don't know, mobile formatting and everything. Mobile formatting is awesome and amazing, actually. But these are all the stuff we launched. A/B testing actually is in, is it in QA or development? One of the two, but that's really cool. So let me run down here. So this email A/B testing here, you can see where basically you're going to be able to come in and, for example, test different subject lines and then actually see which subject line wins, right? And it's funny because a lot of times, and then we'll be able to do this with other elements as well, like the body and so forth. But it's funny because if you talk to master marketers, the thing that's in the email is cool and all, but if the subject line doesn't work, your email doesn't get open. So the A/B testing on the subject line actually almost always yields the better result. Because if you've hooked me with a good subject line, I'll read the stupid email. So we're pretty excited about this. I think it's going to be huge. And yeah, it'll be out this quarter. So I think you guys will love it.
Okay, awesome. I love that.
Template library. This is probably my favorite feature of all, because it is all in pursuance of this idea of making it one click easy for you to deploy something for your clients, right? So we have this template gallery. You can, the stats are up here: 317 funnels, 177 websites, 366 email templates. Social Planner says coming soon, but that actually went live, so they hit that. And we'll continue to add a truckload more, but just think about this as an idea. Hey, I'm going to come in, I'm going to create a website for my customer. Now I have a ton of templates to choose from, and we're going to go a little deeper here. Right now, I think today only the agency user can see it. Two things coming here. One is you'll be able to expose the whole template gallery in all its glory to your clients directly, and or be able to create your own custom version of the template gallery. So you'll be able to define your own categories, what goes into those categories and all of that. So you can create your own template libraries, and you can kind of mishmash between the two. So I think that's a really cool and easy way to get set up for your clients.
Wow. Yay.
I know. I love it a lot. Payments and invoicing. I mean, it is what it is. You can see this right here, just marching out payments. And we're going to continue to get to a place where, we'll have estimates coming in soon, we'll have proposals coming in. Really, the idea here is, any client you meet out in the world, whether they're a local business, professional services client, we want to have invoicing and estimating ready for them. Coupons, I forgot about that. Here's your coupons. You can use these, I believe now in funnels for sure, and on invoices as well, I believe. I'll have to go read the release notes to be sure, but I'm almost certain it's on funnels at least, because that was our target. So now you can actually go in and literally do coupons, which I think is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So this will work its way into the affiliate system actually as well. Eventually, we have this idea of using coupon codes for affiliates. So that way, if you want to give a specific coupon code to an affiliate, you can use that to identify them as well as do a discount. So that's another feature that's going to come in the affiliate management system, which I haven't covered yet, but I think that's going to be a pretty cool one. I know, payments roadmap. So the big news for payments. So there's some small stuff like we'll have Apple Pay and Google Pay and Affirm and Klarna and ACH and stuff come out this quarter, but we'll also have a third-party payments integration with somebody like an Authorize.net or NMI. So that way you can bring basically any existing payments vendors into the system that you want. That is, if your client says, I have my buddy's payments, upside down and inside out payments, we'll be able to support those, because Authorize.net is that kind of middle layer, and they've done the integrations on the back end with the gajillions of payment gateways. So almost everybody supports them. So you'll basically be able to sort of skip around Stripe if you don't want to use that or can't use that, and use some other random payment vendor.
Cool.
Affiliate management. Affiliate management is affiliate management. So many of you really are familiar with something like a first promoter. This is essentially the same concept. It's full on affiliate management software. We're not as advanced as first promoter, so I just want to throw that out there, but we're getting there. This is literally the ability to create these affiliate campaigns, run them off funnels, create commission splits, really do all of the things that you should be doing as an affiliate marketer I also think it's this is really the subtle killer marketing play of 2023. This is referral management software as well. If you think about it, it's the ability to create an offer, take a med spa or something. You say, look, for $100, you get $200 worth of service. You give this out to your existing customers. You say, listen, if any of your friends buy this deal, we're going to give you $50 on the 100, and boom, all of a sudden you've created this amazing referral concept where people are going to go out there and extol the virtues of your med spa and tell all their friends. And be incentivized to do so, and it'd be crazy to watch. But you wait, you'll see how many people go out and do this. It'll blow the doors off of any small business that you work with.
Yeah, that's incredible. So I have a quick question about the affiliate. Well, maybe it's not a quick question, but
it's never quick. That's what I've learned. Everyone always says that's a quick question, but it's never quick. So, but go for it.
Are you guys planning on using your own affiliate software to manage your own affiliates?
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely do that. Now, we do some crazy stuff that even First Promoter had to build for us specifically, like commission splits, which no one does we couldn't find anybody anyways. So we will definitely move in that direction. And so the nice thing is you can see kind of down here, the ability to like second tier is important and that kind of thing. And so there'll be sort of that functionality rolling out in Q4, which will move us towards that. So for us, I mean, and to be fair, we are an extremely unique use case relative to the affiliate software world. So I would say in this case, we'll be one of the last people to go this way. Although we'll start using it, we're going to start using it in interesting ways today to do things like track internal customer success people when they're talking to their clients. We'll actually use the affiliate management system without paying to sort of see how many calls they get on and how many people they talk to and that kind of thing. So we'll use it today for those things, and we'll eventually make it all the way over there for our affiliate software, but not anytime soon. Okay.
I'm like trying to figure out how to update all my links in my head. I'm like, oh God.
Well, there's a help doc for that. So
okay.
And then tons of reporting. So this is really, really, really special. So let me see if there's I hate, like, it's so terrible. There's not even a screenshot for this. Let me do something here. Let me just move over to my agency view and show you what I'm talking about. So stop screen, present.
While Shaun's doing that, guys, post the feature you're most excited about in the comments.
Okay. Can you see my screen again?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And let me just do the thing where I make the screen smaller. Okay. So can you still see it?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So anyhow, this is a roll-up reporting. So this is pretty amazing. So you go in here, you can see all of these great stats, and you can actually sort by things, right? Look at this, like Facebook messages, Instagram, text messages, appointments, form submissions, calls, like all this stuff, right? And so then you could say, like, who has the most contacts? Apparently, like, does this one? Yeah, this one does. 22,000 contacts in the sub account. It's just a testing account. But you can see all of that, and then you can click on these reports, and look at this. You can see, all right, this has no active users, a test account, right? But you can see, look, here's the contact growth over time, appointments, submissions, like all the stats in here, all the outreach stuff that's been happening. Like, this is like really, really cool stuff. As you move into, let me see if this one gets more exciting. Oh, look at that. So as you get more and more into being a SaaS company, you need this sort of data, right? Like you can see right here, like clearly high level, I don't know what our date range is here. This is pretty low date range, but let's say we just like blast this out all the way. So like the full month of October. Oh man, those load fast. I've never even done that. I was taking a risk. I was like, but look, we send a lot more email than anything else. 907,000 emails here, 21,000 SMSs. This is really cool. And so you can kind of see all the different stats on your sub account. So this reporting is kind of neat. I think, and really kind of advanced.
Love it.
Let's see. More on that. Oh yeah, no, skip all that. Funnels just got faster. There's some stats on that. That's cool and all. Resource center. I think I'm out. Yes, I'm done. Perfect. So there you go. I got successfully through the whole thing. Now let's talk about kind of where we're headed here. Let me pull this. Let me think about this. So a lot of things that we're doing here, like the calling side is very important. The email sync is very important this quarter. Let let me see if I can find my notes on the next quarter. Let me stop sharing so I don't freak people out. There we go. Perfect. And then next quarter, couple of things here. So let's talk about themes like e-commerce, webinar software, Facebook ads, sort of stuff. Also, AI content generation is on the list as well. So these are some of the sort of themes that we're exploring for Q1, just to continue to kind of advance the software features and advance the platform. So those are the kind of thematic items that we've got on the list.
Wow. That's a lot.
Oh, internationalization. I'm so sorry. I just saw internationalization's also started this quarter. I totally forgot to mention it. And it'll roll out. So it'll start with the sort of the customer facing stuff. So like calendar widgets and booking widgets and I don't know, whatever, funnels and I don't know, stuff like that. And then it'll make its way all the way back. So we're starting with Spanish, but we'll do the work basically so that it's sort of already multilingual, ready for other languages out of the gate. But we'll start with Spanish sort of as our test case, and we'll basically internationalize the whole app. It'll probably take us, if I had to guess, until the end of Q2 to get everything, but we'll get it, and then we'll be able to offer it basically in any language.
Me gusta mucho.
I have no idea. I think that means thank you something. But
I love it.
Multilingual. I'm barely single lingual. But yes, we are very committed to making that happen.
Cool. Awesome. Okay. Do we have time for some questions?
Yeah, let's do some Q&A.
I'm going to try my best, but we've only got like 12 minutes, so I want to be respectful.
Yeah, that's okay. We can fill. I can talk. I can talk a lot, so we can fill 12 minutes. No problem.
Very quickly. Okay. Any plans for automated affiliate sign up to have as many end customers as possible getting codes, links, or do we do it by hand?
Yes, I know what you're talking about. That is what we're officially terming the affiliate portal. That is, I think, on the roadmap either for this quarter or next. I think it's this quarter though. And basically, there'll be affiliates will be able to go sign up to become an affiliate and also check their stats, see their customers, all the stuff that you would expect.
Oh, so that's like what we have with First Promoter, like with the webhooks. Okay.
No. Like the portal, like you can go sign into, and you can see like all of your stats. And also, if you go to that link and you're not an affiliate, there's a link at the bottom that says like not an affiliate, sign up here, and you literally can just become an affiliate.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. So hope that helps you bet it hurts. Okay. This is, hi, Shaun. I have a client who wants to be able to resend email to those who did not open the original send.
Yes, that is a Mike Cooch request as well. And I have that on the roadmap for the email team. So yes. Because when I tell Mike I'm going to do something, I always do it. So yes, absolutely. That is going to get done.
Love it. How about a Google Sheet embedded in a dashboard?
I have no idea. Can you not do that now? Don't we have iframes and stuff? I don't know if Google will let you iframe it, but
I have no idea. Okay.
You'll be able to send stuff out to Google Sheets. Although that's not just so you know, my idea on the reporting front there is, and in fact, actually what I would challenge you on that is don't use Google Sheets, use Google Data Studio, because Google Data Studio can use Sheets as a data source, but Google Data Studio lets you customize stuff, right? So, I believe that we're going to live in a world where whatever reporting we do, I could hire like 100 people to do reporting and someone's still going to say it's not good enough. I love the idea of giving you the ability to kind of take something like a Google Data Studio and easily embed it. But I'm almost certain that if you Google iframe Google Data Studio, you could do that now because that's kind of what they do in life. And you could solve your own pain point today.
Okay, so Mark says, where does someone go to learn strategies and everything possible with HighLevel? Hello. Hi.
Exactly. Hey.
Hi, Mark.
This lady over here, right? That's how you do it. Talk to Christine. She's amazing. She has a lot of great information. She has brought some of our best agency users over and gotten them up to making a lot of money. So I highly recommend that lady right there.
Thank you. Mark, go check out my YouTube channel, The HighLevel Queen. Okay. Let's see. So excited for coupons. Can we set up a coupon code to make a product free, or does it work if you pay a percentage?
I have no idea. Go check the help docs. I could see a world where people, 100%. I have no idea. I sure, why not? It seems weird, but maybe like 100%, like 100% off forever. Are you really selling anything? It's not just free. Why aren't you giving it away? I don't know. Something I could see like 100% for 3 months or something. But as usual, we'll handle all reasonable use cases. But at some point, yeah, Charging for nothing for something is giving away, so you don't really need a coupon for that.
Right.
But I'm open. I'm sure I'm missing something, but I'm open either way.
Yeah. Okay. When will emails be live? Now, right?
What emails be live?
Emails like the lead connector.
All email is live now. Email marketing is live. Email templates are live. Lead connector email is live.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. That's it. You got. If you want to specify that a little more, but yeah, I think you're probably asking about lead connector email. It's totally live now. You go into the email settings section. It's a little banner at the top. It's a big button that says like "Get me started" or whatever. Click it and get started.
Yeah. Cool. Are the branded apps stored? Oh, are the branded apps?
Yeah. For the memberships, they're PWA. For the white label mobile apps, those are actual App Store downloads. Good question.
Where can we find the slides? blog.gohighlevel.com.
Indeed. Here, I'll drop this bad boy in the chat.
All right.
Smarter people can do that. blog.gohighlevel.com. Yes.
Do we have workflow tracking like what we had in campaigns before, where we see number of completed and reply %?
Yeah. So a couple questions on that. That actually exists today in the statistics tab. If you click the step, it's a statistics tab. But to your point, we are going to make it more visible and bring it actually out onto the workflow screen, because for any of those listening, campaigns and triggers will go away someday. I want that day to be sooner rather than later. And that's the one thing that I think you could call out on the campaigns that's still better. So anyhow, we will absolutely add that, I think, this quarter. So yes, the answer is yes.
Okay. Can you suggest a process to migrate a MailChimp client with a list of 10,000 over? Do we need to warm them up, or can we start sending emails?
Yeah, I mean, I think reasonably you could send like a test set out of like 100 just to see what happens. But again, the thing about Gmail is it's sort of, or whoever, like the receiving party, it is used to seeing an email from you. So it should be just fine, right? That reputation should just be the same because it's coming from the same from address as it was before. That person, they already know that person. So the email vendors, right? And it's mostly Outlook and Gmail, but they're very sophisticated. Like they know who the send is from. They know the past behavior of that individual in terms of who they're getting email from. And so as long as you're sending basically from the same person, same content, and the same behavior, Google will sort of like reflexively sort of do the same thing. So, I'd say send 100 just to confirm that and make sure all your settings are good to go. But honestly, I think you should be able to be, pretty easily done without too much hassle. But again, test before you go crazy.
Okay. Okay. This person says, I have a nonprofit client who takes monthly donations at whatever dollar amount the donor wants to make. Can we use memberships?
We have donations on the roadmap as an official feature for payments. I'm trying to think like how memberships would change all that. One thing I could imagine though is creating it's kind of like, like when you go to leave a tip, like if you make it easy on people, like printed receipts. Hopefully we all use the machines now, but it's like 15 or 18 or 20. Like people don't think, they just hit the button, right? I personally like the donation concept where they're like, donate at the $5 level, donate at the $25 level, donate at the $50 level, right? Make it easy on me versus having to fill it out. I think it just makes it simpler. I bet you your donation amounts will go up. We still have that on the list for donations officially. And also because the tips concept is there too, like leave a tip. But personally, I guarantee you, go look at the data, pre-filled amounts drive higher amounts for opt-ins for memberships or donations or tips or anything than open fields.
I love that you said that. I love how like restaurants are doing this, where they give you, do you want to leave 10%?
I know. I just brought my tip amount up. No, I'm just kidding. I actually do like it because I think the restaurant folks are some of the hardest working and, oftentimes get some of the least amount of love. And in the United States, a lot of the tips actually add up to their living, and so they sort of are an important part of their income.
Right. Cool. Everyone's excited about affiliate management, A/B testing, inbound calling. Outlook, Gmail integration, affiliate marketing, warming up domains. Everyone
Man,
loves
everyone's
you.
excited about everything. See, but that's great. That is exactly what I want to hear. And I know that we have, honestly, we have something for everybody, and pretty much anything you're looking for is either shortly on its way, or will be on its way shortly. And so I think we'll be in good shape here soon. Third-party vendors, yes, we do. So if you go to developers.gohighlevel.com and you sign up on the V2 APIs, there's already a marketplace concept here, and we're evolving this to, so today it supports using the APIs and doing the integration, and we have a whole thing called Spotlight Sessions to promote you and all that, but we'll also bring this in-app soon, and have like an in-app vendors marketplace. So if you've integrated with us, we already have sort of the Rails set up to do this. So definitely go check out developers, plural, .gohighlevel.com.
Sweet. Okay. Shaun, what was your favorite part of the summit? I love that question.
Ooh, I mean, I think, well, my favorite part is dancing robots, so that's easy.
Dancing robots.
Yeah, because I like dancing and I like robots, so you put it together and it's just great. But I would say that, it's so many things, right? But I would say overall, it's a community. We pulled off an event that I truly wanted to pull off, which is an event that had, the least amount possible to do with us outside of the necessary, and everything was about connecting people together, regardless of high level, right? So people getting to meet people, bringing in speakers that I thought were just rock stars in the marketing world, but doing it in a space and in a size that was still very intimate, right? So 600 people was our cap. We hit it, and I felt like it's almost the perfect number, because you can bring in a heavy hitter speaker who isn't going to say like, I don't want to come speak at a tiny event. But you can also, but it's also small enough that when they're done, they come off stage and they hang out with you in the restaurant, and you can talk to them, and you're like, hey, I've always wanted to ask you this question or meet you or whatever. Versus, we do a 5,000 person event. Yeah, good luck with that. They're not going to have time for you. So I think that's great. And I know that because after Billy, when Billie Jean got there, he was really our leadoff speaker, and he's an absolute giant in the industry. He spent a whole night partying it up with everybody, at the after party. So I think that was, I think that really showed that he was enjoying himself and willing to do that. So yeah, all of that was great. There's nothing I didn't like about the event, quite frankly.
Was it my solo though? Me singing to Billie Jean, that was your favorite?
I wasn't present for that.
Aw.
But that's super cool. I hope somebody took a video, because I want to see that.
I did get a video from Jose of the tail end of it, but if you guys have the whole video, I actually got to
sing post that up. I want to see it.
I got to sing to Billie Jean in front of 600 people, and maybe you guys have the video, Shaun, on your.
I'm sure we do. It's funny. I asked hey, when is stuff going to be available? And they said, oh, it'll take a couple of weeks. And I was like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. That's crazy.
It takes a long time. Yeah. Okay. Well, Shaun, I love the fact that you're so accessible and available. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. It was great to be here.
And I loved the event, guys. If you didn't go, you missed out. I'm sorry to tell you that. It was amazing. But you know what? Hopefully there's going to be another one. And
there will be. Don't you worry.
Good.
We're planning it already. It's
awesome.
Going to be fantastic. Although, word to the wise, it's not going to get any bigger. So This time when we say tickets available, definitely pay attention, because it's going to sell out a lot faster the next time because of how well this one did. And I got to tell you, my goal for this one is really simple. You thought we had great speakers this time. I'm going up a notch. We're going to go find the absolute A-list every single time, people you cannot ever see anywhere else, that are in our industry. So, as much as like an Oprah or something like that, we really want to focus on people who bring really great knowledge, and we really want to put them in an accessible mode like that. So definitely, when you see the announcement, act quickly.
Ooh, I volunteer if you need another speaker.
Oh, don't you worry, you'll be there. I'm not at all worried about that. But yeah, I just think it's really important to me, again, to always make these events about the community, and always make these events about customers. And we are going to go above and beyond to find the absolute, best of the best, A-list folks to speak, and, across the board. And of course, Christine, given how amazing she is, will be there again in probably multiple forms, if I had to guess, just giving her crushing winning abilities, which is awesome. So you're in good company.
Cool. Well, Shaun, thank you guys. Thank you so much. And guys, if you want to get in on all the SaaS goodness, I put my link in the video here to get a free 30-day trial plus all the bonuses to get started. Again, Shaun, thank you so much for being here, and take care, y'all. Have an awesome week.
Bye, everybody.